Bahia Soledad, Bay of Solitude aptly named, this bay most serene, planted on this quiet, peaceful coast, like a single delicate flower shining in the meadow of waves, is a place like no other on the Pacific coast. As the sun rises from the east, this bay that is known as Solitude is about to be revealed to us, this quiet place of beauty and contemplation. The yucca plants stand at attention like sentinels on the bluff that overlooks the bay, as the light of day shines over this privileged view and over the wide blue expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Inland, we look and see the gentle sloping hills, favoring a position for some future abode with glorious views. But let us now see where Bahia Soledad is located. Hovering above the northern Baja Peninsula, we see Ensenada coming into view. From our previous travels, we observe our turquoise tracks, pointing the way to our destination, just some 38 miles south of the Ensenada Home Depot, Costco, and Walmart. This trek is made down the main highway some 25 miles and then across a 17-mile long dirt access road. Here we can see an outline of the overall parcel in relation to the beach, which is about 1,500 feet from the western boundary of the property. As we zoom in for a closer look, we start to see the topographic features of the parcel, divided by an arroyo with flat areas on the west side and hills further east. The western edge sits on a bluff above the beachfront land below. As we zoom upwards, one can appreciate this protected bay of Solitude. Coming down the main highway before reaching Santo Tomas and its nearby vineyards and wineries, we take the first turnoff at the bottom of the hill to take the dirt access road for some additional 13.5 miles or so before taking our first turn. You may want to set your trip meter at the turnoff and watch for about 13.5 miles, more or less, to the first turn. Our tracks show the point of the first turn, right next to a corral on the right and an electric power pole on the left. We now catch our first glimpse of the ocean as we approach the second and final turn to Bahia Soledad. Making the actual turn, we feel some anticipation as we know we will soon arrive. Descending the last stretch of road, we will have a choice of 3 directions for entering the property. The road straight ahead takes us to the North Mesa. The right branch takes us to the northern hill of the property. This is the northern hill as seen from the southern hill. The yellow arrow on this map is where we entered the property. We can see the 4 natural divisions of the property being the northern hill, North Mesa, southern hill, and South Mesa. This map shows areas of the property that were available as of July 2007. Lot boundaries are not pre-drawn, but are based on the location chosen by buyers who sometimes also desire larger lots than the half-acre minimum. Driving up to the northern hill, we can see from here part of the North Mesa below and the bluffs that are on the South Mesa. Looking to the east, we can also see below the fork in the road where we entered the property, as well as the sloping southern hill, and then ending below at the North Mesa once again. Now we approach the North Mesa directly as we drive towards its western edge, ending in a bluff over the arroyo. Pedestrian access to the beach is through the arroyo. From here, we look across the arroyo to the southern hill and parts of the South Mesa before we head over to those sections. To get there, we first cross the arroyo and we run into a couple of friendly neighbors. The southern sections have gated access. As we enter the southern section, we see portions of the southern hill, as well as parts of the South Mesa that overlook the arroyo. This is one of the lots that overlooks the arroyo and has great ocean views as well. We continue in the direction of the western side of the South Mesa and stop at some additional lots next to the arroyo on the South Mesa. This is looking from the road on the South Mesa area. Now, let's check out the southern hill. The southern hill slopes upwards from west to east, providing stunning views of the bay. The water near the beach is quite shallow and is surfable, even though not quite a Hawaii pipeline experience. Our most expansive views are from the top of the southern hill, as we savor these final views before our departure. A lone sentinel stands guard as we take our leave. Just after leaving the property, we encounter a taste of the old Wild West as these equestrian creatures savor their freedom in this wilderness area. As evening approaches Bahia Soledad, the silence of night trades places with the quiet of day.